Brian back here with another Caspa update. All right, looks like we're about to have some price action here pretty soon. We have another falling wedge coming inside this pattern here, this resistance. We have a falling wedge forming, so we're going to take a look at that here in a minute. We got some pretty interesting stuff to show you guys. If you come over and you just search Caspa, all right, you can see here ready for upswing. There it talks about Caspa, but down here it says upcoming rally for Caspa 4 days ago. This was 1 day ago, ready for upswing. There's a lot of people out there thinking this thing's about ready to head back up again. Okay, so but watch out for them airdrop things too, guys. You know, if you hit Caspa and you search everything, watch for them airdrops, them fake airdrops, okay? You don't want to be getting sucked into them, okay? But if we click over here on X, all right, we got some little bit of news popping out here. Excuse me. Hope everybody had a nice holiday. Mine was definitely good. Spent it with the family, so I hope everybody had a good holiday out there. We are excited to introduce 30 new Caspa ambassadors, more applying every day. We've also compiled an ambassador resource page, featuring 9 battle cards in 9 different languages, plus other tools to educate and celebrate Caspa. These resources have been strategic in teaching people around the globe about the project and Caspa. So you can see all the ones here that they've added. Pretty cool. The 3 new ones in the U.S., South America, and over here in Europe. Quite a bit. Wow, a lot actually. Pretty cool. I seen some stuff about China and crypto not too long ago too. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that until I see some more. But boy, wouldn't that be nice to have China finally see the light here and you know, let crypto back into the country there. That would be massive, man. You know, I believe they have the biggest population in the world, so as far as countries. So can you imagine what that would do for crypto over the last 24 hours? Look at these look at the selling going on over here. The dolphins, that kind of shocks me. 100,000 to a million. You had 334 holders sell in the last 24 hours. Sharks, 1 million to 10 million. You had 23 sell in the last 24 hours. All right, and these are within the last hour here. Now we've added 1 humpback within the last 24 hours. That's up to 10 now. Now that I see as a smart person right there. Okay, this thing's coming right down to a price range where, quite honestly, it's right at that 786 Fibonacci pullback. All right, that's right where you would expect a bounce to come in. All right, I'm kind of shocked to see this here. Okay, now you don't see the big guys. You know, when it gets to dolphins and sharks, you've had you know, but still, you would think somebody that holds 100,000 to a million Caspa would be able to look at a chart and figure these things out. But there's a lot, I guess, you know, there's a lot of people out there uneducated in reading charts, so that's something I kind of shocks me there. But if we go over here and look at the petahash, you can see it is still heading up, which is kind of crazy, man. This thing is really just ripped. Like I keep saying, if you guys remember months ago when we were doing videos, you know, this thing was at 20 petahash. It's up to 128 petahash now. So I guess that, you know, they're definitely working on that blocks per second, transactions per second, you know. When he came out and said, I'm going to do 100 blocks a second. Guess he wasn't messing around there. Up to 127 petahash. All right, we got 9 days to the next reduction in mining rewards here for Caspa. So yeah, I expect to see a price movement here. All right, volume in the last 24 hours, 27 million. Market cap is 2.3 billion, and we are ranked number 39. All right, if we come over here to the crypto bubbles for the day, you see Matic making a nice move. I put out a video, you know, a week ago about Matic heading towards that dollar range, and hit that $1.04 and got a little bit of a rejection there, but kind of expecting that to head up to $1.26. I mean, that's what a fib has on it. BSV, wow, that's a 50% today. Holy cow. 1.45 billion, $73.92. Wow, that's a nice rise for that. Filecoin, what's this? ASTR. Astar, right? Number. See, when it gets to this top, you know, this rank 49, Bittenser. See, a lot of these, I've never, these ones that come in the top 100, you know, and bounce out. I'm used to the, you know, Clayton. You're gonna have to start looking into some of these, but the market caps are just, you know, getting too high to get the big gains. You know, bonk, that thing's already done its, you know, for the month it's done a 3x. You know, what was it? It did a 7x, I think, last month or something. You know, it's up to $808 million market cap. You know, you gotta look at the market cap when you look at this thing. Chile, what is this? Chile. I don't even know what it is. Ranked number 86 now. It's a $15 coin or token there. So, pretty interesting. And have to, you know, I like the ones when you want them big gains. You know, obviously Caspa, I think it has another 30, 40, 50x in it. You know, $3 to $5. This bull run, personally, that's my opinion. Everybody's got their own opinion. I don't know what yours is, but you know, what do you expect it to get to? You know, put it in the comments down there. You know, I'm expecting $3 to $5, and that's still, it's a 30 to 50x. But a lot of these the big gains are over. You know, when they hit the a lot of, well, that's not necessarily true, I guess. You look at Gala, all right, it's at 3 cents. You know, this thing, it could easily do another 50x, $1.50. You know, I'm expecting a lot more than that at a Gala, maybe $3. I don't know. My personal, when I look at something like this, and what is that? That's a 90, 100x, 80 to 100x, you know, possibly at a Gala yet. I think Gala, you know, forget all the FUD going on. They still have a company there to run, okay? Gala Games is not going anywhere. All right, a lot of there's stuff out. The bull run will surprise you. I mean, it gets so crazy. I can't wait. I am so pumped. But the Bitcoin halving is coming up fairly soon, and it's going to get really exciting, guys. I want to give a shout out to the members. Thank you so very, very much, everybody. You have no idea what it means to me. It really keeps me doing these videos. So thank you so very, very much. I mean, YouTube. You know, I don't know. I'm always honest with you guys. I get maybe 60,000 views a month. You know, it's definitely, I have a lot of time in it. You know, and if you look up what you get per view, per 1,000 views, you know, I get, I'll be honest with you guys, I get like $10 per 1,000 views or something. You know, so do the math, man. I got a lot of time in this stuff. So the members definitely, you guys make it worth my while. Thank you very, very much. All right, we're gonna break this down here. If you look on the 4 hour, you can see this wedge forming. All right, see this wedge forming up here. We got resistance here, or you might as well call it support areas. You know, right up through here we're hitting, down through here we've hit here. Then we have the upper resistance areas that we've hit, you know, so we got a falling wedge forming here, which falling wedges are bullish, okay? It's a bullish pattern. We're going to go through that in 2 seconds here. I got to show you this other stuff, guys, because all this stuff is tying together, all right? We got, first off, Bitcoin dominance. Look at this thing. Let's go on a daily. Open this chart up. Let me show you this, because this is huge. Look at that support that it broke, you know, pretty massive. This thing, I mean, if it keeps tanking like this, it has broke. It peaked through that support range through here. And if I put it on a weekly, you can see it, what a, you know, how much of a support and resistance area that is. Look at all these candles that closed over here, right on this 51.5% range. Well, it wicked down through there. Okay, now it's pulling back up a little bit, but boy, this thing keeps pulling over. That's great for the altcoins, man. We'll get a very, very nice run here. All right, so if it loses that area, be nice to see it head down towards this 48. You know, it's still crazy though. Bitcoin holds 50% of the market. You know, so whatever Bitcoin does, tanks, takes off. That's what the rest of the market does. You know, it's just the way it is. It's hard to believe that it holds half of the market cap of crypto, but it does. And then Ethereum holds like I don't know, 16, 17%. So between them two, you got 70% of the crypto market between Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right. If we go over to Bitcoin's price here and take a look here, let's go in on the 12 hour here. You can see a little bit better. All right, you can see this wedge it was forming up here. It's starting to get a breakout of it now. So looks like Bitcoin might go on a little bit of a run. Got the 12-hour RSI just turning up. The daily it's ready to flip up. It's at a 34 and a 37. It's ready to flip bullish. The 8-hour just turned up. Okay, so looks like Bitcoin might be taking on a little bit of a run here. The areas to keep an eye on for this thing, obviously, if you go on a daily. All right, we're going to take a fib. You got a major area right up here at 43.8. That's, well, actually put it down here, 43.7. I apologize. I would call that 43.7. If we go on a weekly, let's look more for here, for these big support and resistance areas. You got that one up here at 45,000 that we ran into that was resistance. Gonna have to keep an eye on that one. That's basically, and then you got this one right here at about 44,100. That's one that's probably going to run into here. 44,000 bucks, call it. Okay, we're going to put a resistance line there. In fact, we'll pull it up from down here right through. We're going to have to make it a little bit smaller. Let's make that a 2. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to run into that around 44,100. If we smash through that, then we're looking up at right around 45,000 bucks. All right, that would get us a new high here. So with the daily heading straight up, that are about ready to turn up. This is, I apologize, my cell phone. Jeez, right in the middle of the video. I apologize about that, guys. But with this daily heading up, this thing looks like it's about ready to break up. Okay, so we got Bitcoin heading up. We got the DXY. Look at this thing. On the daily, it went down through a 786. Okay, on a fib. All right, this thing poked down through that. So that's not good for the dollar. It didn't hold on at the 786 here, which at 101, it had very, very good support through here, especially on a weekly. You can see it right through here. You know, right through the 101, right there. Very, very good support area through there, but it ended up losing it. All right, now let's take a look down through here. The Dow Jones today is up 111 points. And if we come down here, gold is up 10 bucks and Caspa. Let's take a look at this. All right, let's open this chart up. Let's go into 12 hour. You know, and if Bitcoin breaks out, obviously that's going to pull everything up. Okay, that's going to yank everything up with it. Okay, the 12-hour RSI is bearish right now to 46 and a 57. All right, it's trying to curve up. It's at a 41 on the bottom. All right, the 8-hour is turning up 47.5 and 47.0, just flipping bullish. All right, we got an 8-hour green candle here, and the daily 22.01, wow, 23.01 and 22.06, just flip bullish. All right, so we have a bullish stochastic. I believe this thing's going to break to the upside. That's what kind of shocks me about the sellers over there. You know, of course, you never know. Nothing is guaranteed, okay? That's just a fact. Nothing is guaranteed here. As long as we hold on to this 10-cent range, it ended up wicking down here a little bit earlier. See how it hit the bottom of this wedge? Let's zoom in. See, you got a touch here, a touch here, a touch here, and a touch here. Okay, so that's a valid wedge. Ended up wicking down to the bottom of it there at 10 cents. Don't want to see it lose 10 cents. All right, if it loses that, it loses the wedge. All right, if it breaks above, right above here, all right, at 10.9, then we got a valid breakout here. All right, then of course you got 11.4 next, but I'm watching for a breakout here on Caspa. This thing on the weekly, look at this weekly RSI, how fast it's coming down. Look at it. It's at a 14 and a 30, and you can see it wanting to curve now. It's wanting to curve back up. All right, that daily right at the bottom, you got the 12. That 12 is going to flip back up bullish. You got the 8-hour bullish. It keeps flipping back and forth here. Okay, right, and you got your 4-hour. 44 and 48 right in the middle. It's trying to flip up also. All right, so that are the areas to keep an eye on. All right, you don't want to see it lose 10 cents. If it loses that 10, boy, then it's in danger of coming lower. I think it's going to break up here. Okay, if it breaks, obviously right here, if it breaks out of that wedge at 10.7. All right, 10.7, 10.8 is going to be a breakout of this resistance area. Then this thing's really going to start flying. All right, especially with that daily at the bottom. I would be watching for a pretty decent move out of Caspa here pretty soon. All right, things are looking good here. I'm expecting some volume to come in here. I'm really shocked. That really shocks me over here on the Explorer. When I go over them, I think these people are really going to regret selling today. I mean, if you hold 100,000 to a million Caspa, all right, that's not no little chunk of change there. That's at least 10 grand, right? And we had 100,000 to a million. Last 24 hours, 332 people. Now look, within the last hour, plus six, 100,000 to 1 million. We've had plus six dolphins in the last hour. See, now people are starting to look and say, oh boy, maybe that is a bottom. Oh, we have the daily flipping bullish. Oh boy, looks like Bitcoin's about to break out. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I have every bit of confidence in me thinks this thing's heading up. Not financial advice, guys. Please don't go taking longs on what I say. Please do your own research with stuff like that. All right. I think as long as we hold the 10 cent there, and we end up breaking out, this would give a valid breakout right here if we break this resistance area right there at 10.9. Okay, you can see it plain as day, especially on the daily. Closing candle there, it ended up being resistance, resistance, resistance. 10.9, if we break that, 10.9, 11 cents, we got a breakout. This thing's going to be taken off. All right, guys, thank you so very much. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll be back with you soon. Have a great day, everybody.